Hey all you Zealots and Zerglings, it's time for Game 2 of this 3 West 3v3 series. This time we are on the map Monsoon, and the teams have kind of changed up a little bit. I have spawned as the Pink Terran, as these are again random races. My allies this time are Wolfpack, the Teal Terran, and Spartan, the Orange Zerg. Our opponents are Contrarian, the Green Protoss, which is exactly what we need because this is his race, of course. Always his race of choice. Dunamai, the Purple Zerg. And Mike, the Blue Protoss. So, if you didn't see, I was calling out a strategy for 3 racks and 10 pool, which I've read heard is pretty much sort of the go-to aggressive Terran Zerg play. So what I mean is that I build a Marine or a Terran will build 3 barracks and try to produce off of that and get a lot of infantry out quickly, and the Zerg will make a spawning pool at 10 food, which Spartan is doing right on time, and then you can get up some early lings and put on a lot of pressure that way. So I was trying to go for a high pressure build. In the last game you saw something that was a little bit more macro oriented. Maybe not heavy macro, but macro nonetheless, not a lot of early aggression. And I think I was going to try to just go heavy Marines, because Marines are absolutely OP, and so I thought, hey, why don't I get a bunch of them, maybe they'll do something good at it. Of course, everything is all off when you throw one army against 3, or however many you run into. You just never know how it's actually going to work out. It looks like Dunamai did get a scout in through there. Oh, didn't quite close off the door. So that scout is just going to scoot right through, my base, and as you can see, I'm not walling off at this point in time. I'm calling out stuff too. I think I have a scout out here. Yep, there's my scout. And I'm going to see this and be like, oh, great. So we're going to have to deal with that. So what are they up to? The Cybernetics Core going out for Contrarian, getting his second pylon. All pretty standard. Getting his second gas. I'm not sure if that's standard or not because I don't know Protoss builds all that well. Dunamai going for an expansion somewhat early. Well, maybe not so early for Zerg. Not really sure what's considered early expand for Zerg because they always have to expand early. And somebody just died. He just killed a larva. That was very cruel. Mike getting his first gas. And he's got a forge up. I'm not sure what for. Do we see any blue on the map where he's trying to do a proxy pylon cannon rush sort of thing? I don't see it. So I'm not sure what this forge is doing here. And this is a very unusual door. It's not blocking anything off. And it's got a little pylon alley here. Blow those up and you need a nice little hallway here. And a couple of dead gateways at that point. And one zealot. I'm not really sure what he's producing right now. Absolutely nothing. Well, a couple of probes. He needs to be making another pylon because now he's supply blocked. Both those L's are going to take up his last bit of pylon, and oh, there goes on a cannon. He needs to be putting on a pylon. Pylon. Put down a pylon. Putting more money into cannons. I've got some Marines scouting around for proxy pylons because that has been something popular lately. As you saw in the last game, someone tried to proxy pylon. I'm not sure what for, but it was scouted and dealt with the way it needed to be. And I got my third barracks is now going up. And we got 3 barracks here. I'm sorry, apparently Wolfpack misunderstood me when I said 3 racks, because he is going 4 racks. Which, I guess if you're going to do mass Marine, you might be able to do off 1 base. I don't know. I really just don't know. Spartan's got an expo almost finishing. Apparently, when we decided to go these aggressive early builds, we neglected to realize that it involves aggression. Because nobody has moved out. Oh, yes, finally, at the 6.5 minute mark. I don't think that's actually very early for aggression. That's actually probably pretty late. But now I am moving out. Center of the map. Really could have used those lings. I probably should have told. I don't know why I decided to unilaterally go out here. Well, they formed a nice little 3-pronged design there. And they're going to run right under this Overlord, so he is going to see this coming. But I am almost at his front door. He's got 3 roaches here. Roaches are pretty good against Marines. As you can see, one's already denied. Just trying to just take him out. Marines do not do run-bys, especially without stim. And yeah, I'm just losing Marines, and I'm not doing any damage whatsoever. Into the second Queen. So that was ultimate fail. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, and here's a Stalker Contrarian just saying, got this? You do? Oh, okay, bye. So that was an absolute fail. I don't know what I was thinking. That was the worst executed attack ever. And see, now if I'd had those lings, we could have done some serious damage. But no, I decided to go unilaterally. And oh, the Zerglings are going to get the run by, although they could have gotten a good surround on that too and just as much damage. But they're going to go right into the drone line. Queen will go down. Let's see how many of these drones are going to go down. They are just disintegrating. That is going to kill his income. I really should have brought him with me. I could have like distracted the roaches while he was killing everything here. We are going to get some Stalker Zealot support from his buddies. A couple of sentries. Some good energy on those sentries too. That's something to be mindful of. Let me check the units lost. We did do quite a bit of damage to Dunamai. I actually didn't lose that much despite my ultimate fail attack, and Spartan lost more just losing his Zerglings. Wolfpack says, let's go soon. I don't think he realizes that both of us have already gone. And he is doing 4x. Oh, supply depot drop. I hate to see that. I try very hard never to do that. Unless it's like late game and I'm just too lazy to build supply depots and I'm not using my orbital command energy. But I try not to play Terran. So I'm trying to rebuild my Marines. Not getting very good off of 3 racks. You'd think off of 3 racks with 1 reactor I'd be getting some good Marine counts out here. But not really. And it looks like we are going to be getting counterattacked now. These sentries are going to go in first for some reason, because I guess they want to die fastest. I don't know why this, but the Stalkers are going to run past them. Could be using some force fields here, or Guardian Shield or something. Oh, and here comes some more reinforcements. See, one of those sentries went down, so I'm not really sure how he's microing these sentries. I'm trying to get in, and oh, but he force fields the ramp. That is very, very good on his part. And then I'm going to have these Stalkers coming in behind me, so I'm like, well, I might as well take them. And, oh, these guys in the back can't shoot. Move forward, dingus, move forward. No, the Stalkers weren't the ones supposed to be moving forward. And he's going to block the ramp off again. But he got his sentries a little too close. They are going to get sniped, but damage looks like it's being done. And the force field is down. I'm going to try to move in. Oh, the lair is going to go down. I think it was a lariat. And I'm going to try to see what I can salvage here. Getting Zealots in the face, and this is me doing my impression of Marine Micro, which actually, that wasn't half bad. I actually did pretty good against those Zealots, so actually I'm pretty proud of myself there. Marine Micro is not easy to do, and I'm tackling these guys a couple at a time, so they're not really focusing me down that well. But those roaches are going to be enough, I think, to clean me up. I think there's some talk of a counterattack. Yep, there's the counterattack, and you need to be, actually defending yourself. And, you know, with these roach stalkers, I probably would have done well to actually make marauders myself. You know, Marine Marauder might have been a good way to go. I think I got plenty of resources for it. Why am I not building anything? Brilliant. Brilliant once again to the end. There's absolutely something missing in my play. And actually, focus down the lair right now. I think that's what you need to do, is focus down the lair. He is going to focus down the Roach Warren, and that'll help things out. And oh, this is going to be a bit of a slaughter, because Zealots are pretty good once they get up in the faces of the Terran. But there are still a lot there. And oh, we got a Colossi, but oh, the Colossi are not defended, and they are going to get burned away. I think these Marauders might have just enough to take out that Colossi. Oh, this is going to be an expensive base defense. Oh! Oh, and he did manage to get one more Roach out with the dying breath of his Roach Warren. Now, don't focus down the eggs. I mean, I know you're Marauders, but focus down something useful. These eggs are going to hatch regardless. Oh, did he get another down to another Roach? Oh, he didn't get another Roach Warren down. That was the dying breath of his Roach Warren. It was that last Roach. Oh, and look at the Marauder slowing down that Zealot, but That attack is done. I'm trying to attack here. I don't know what happened before, but yeah, there's 20 photon cannons here. This was not well advised. Probably should have just gone up here and started hitting this. But it looks like Contrarian has switched to Colossi, which is unusual. He usually likes to go Void Ray. Trying to get the Thermal Lance upgrade. We check the units lost now. Dunamite's taking a big hit on the chin. Spartan's not done all that great either, but he did get attacked. Contrarian has also taken a big losses. Actually, I've lost the least, which, you know, since I'm just going mass Marine. Marines are cheap, and yet with 3 racks, why am I not producing anything? I'm not supply blocked. What am I doing? What on earth am I doing? I'm trying to get up a starport, but what I'm not doing is now I'm building more. I'm trying to throw down some more barracks because I'm like, why do I not have more Marines? It was really quite baffling to me why I could not get out a lot of Marines. How are they doing anyway? Stim pack, +1 attack, working on the armor upgrade. So a bit of a pause while everyone kind of recollects themselves and rebuilds. A couple of factories. Oh no, that's another barracks. Just building his expansion now. Spartan is now running entirely on his expansion, just getting his spawning pool. Should have tried to get that, rebuild that a long time ago, so I don't know what he's been up to. Looks like he may have had mineral issues, but still, spawning pool should be the first thing you rebuild. Especially if you have no other tech structures whatsoever. Oddly placed spine crawler. Gonna place another one, another one. I don't know, I think I might have liked these a little bit more over here. They're not really protecting anything over here. And again, another oddly placed spine crawler. It can maybe get stuff coming down my ramp, but not quite. It can't really reach this one, so I would really question the positioning of these spine crawlers. And I'm not using my factory, so I think he's going to go out and scout. I think I wanted to make sure they weren't taking this high yield expansion. This high yield... Oh, Contrarian is going to take this one, which is pretty risky, especially since we got an Overlord here. Why didn't I see this? I got more than enough Marines to take that little bit out, but ooh, they would have get pinchered by this force. Which, any upgrades on these? We got +1 shields. Very unusual to see a shield upgrade. That is the only upgrade for this army, is +1 shields. I've got +1 attack. And yeah, and then once again, I'm kind of clueless. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm not sure I should have spent the time building these reactors either. I should have just been pumping out Marines that whole time. And it looks like they're deciding not to attack. We got a Void Ray out. No upgrades but the +1 shields. And where are they going? Seriously, they're going to fly all the way over here for my factory? That's what we call in the business overkill. Oh, he's going to just drop a changeling there. And good on Wolfpack to see it. Yeah, they wanted to chase my factory away so they could place this. Is my factory going to survive? My factory will survive. Factories are tough little buildings. So they could have been attacking us right now instead of wasting time driving my factory away. And that Void Ray is not long for this world. That Void Ray got a little bit out of position. I'm surprised Contrarian doesn't have any upgrades yet. Where's this Forge? Is Forge doing anything? This Forge is doing nothing. And I'm bringing my Marines out here, but I'm a bit outnumbered, although Wolfpack is going to come out here and help, but my Marines are taking the brunt of the Colossi. Now I'm trying to micro in there to actually focus them down, but it is too late. Now my medevacs are going to come heal Wolfpack's army, which is way bigger than mine. Where did he get all these units? Why am I so terrible? Seriously, I do not understand it. And honestly, I have the reactor starport. I should have been building Vikings right now. And I mean, look at these Colossi. If I had Vikings right here, I could be doing some beautiful things to these Colossi. And we do have some Banelings here for Contrarian, or Dunamite, sorry. And another unfortunately placed Void Ray is going to go down. Oh, this could be bad. I don't have these selected, so I'm obviously not paying attention. I took out 2 Banelings. Oh, run! Run! I'm not running far enough. Okay, well, those last 2 Banelings could have done a lot worse. 2 Marines for, or 3 Marines for 2 Banelings is not a bad exchange, honestly. It's just those first couple that probably did more. Now I'm really pumping out some Marines, and look, I'm getting medevacs. I really need to be getting Vikings for those Colossi. That is probably the biggest threat, because they are now absolutely rolling over Wolfpack, who was probably one in the best position to build up an army. The Spartan's going to leave the game. Wolfpack's going to leave the game. I am also going to leave the game, so we just kind of got rolled over. I don't know what went wrong there. Our early aggression was more like mid-game failure. So that is game 2. Not quite as macro-oriented as the other game, although we did get some higher tech units, but that was just, you know, normal progression. I think this one was a little more action-packed, a little more aggressive than the last game, but we'll move on to game 3, which I'm going to give you a little bit of a spoiler called Uber Macro. So, have a day.